that this object is having this much cross section and this is the length of the object. So here I indicate L is the length of given object. Now suppose with the simple scale that has measurement in centimeters, when I measure it, I got result like 9.3 centimeter. Now in this result my digit 9 is called certain value. This is called certain or reliable. It is called reliable value or number, while at the same time this 0.3, this is called uncertain digit. So this is called uncertain digit. Now why it is called uncertain digit? There is one reason, that when you measure it with a simple scale having a centimeter in its calculation, in place of it, if you use vernier calipers or micrometer screw, you may have that actually or exact measurement that can be extended or precise up to more numbers. So suppose if I measure it with vernier calipers, I may get number like 1.34 centimeter. Now this digit 4 is missing in this calculation, or it may be, this is my result, but suppose if this result is say 9.29 centimeter, then we do not have capacity or the facility to measure this 0.29 centimeter in a simple scale having centimeter scale or millimeter scale. So this number after decimal, here the number after decimal is considered as uncertain number, while the number that is 9 over here is called certain number. So the concept of certain and uncertain number comes into the picture when we say that we are given any number to measure, and in that one figure is fixed that we are certain, but about the second figure that is given over there we are not certain. Suppose in the same example, if I have given micrometer screw, the chances are that I may get result like 9.392. Again, it has precision of 3 point after decimal, while vernier has precision of 2 point after decimal, and simple scale has only 1 point precision after decimal. So here in calculation we can say that the number which is known to us, here in case it is 9, we know it very well, so it is the particular number that is certain number or reliable number, while these 3, these 34, this 392 has whatever number, all these and these are actually called uncertain number. But from instrument to instrument, on the basis of precision, we will have the change of these numbers, and therefore the uncertain numbers and certain numbers are very important in the part of the calculation in physics. So this is the information about certain and uncertain digit. Now we are going to understand these significant figures. So now we will go with the information about significant figures. Now in any calculation, we have now reliable digit and uncertain digit. So the total sum of reliable digit and uncertain digit, that are called significant figures. Again, in the example, suppose I have one measured value for, say, I have one calculation for some periodic time for the oscillation. I calculate the oscillation and I got the period as 1.62 second. Now this is the periodic time of simple pendulum that I measure. Now in this measurement, I have total 3 digits, 1 and 0.62. Here I know that this is reliable value, while this is uncertain digits. But here total I have 3 digits, 1, 6 and 2. So all 3 digits are given here, are called significant figures. So this is called significant figures. So here from the example we can simply say that how can we understand it. Again, as per as textbook, I am going with that another example, that suppose I am going to measure a length of an object, and after measurement it is reported to be like 287.5 centimeter. Now again this value has 287, that means 3, these are real numbers. So 287 are reliable number, and this 5, that is another one, is uncertain number. So we have total 3 plus 4, 4 significant 3 meter. So this is 3 significant, or we can say that 1.23 some number with some unit, say centimeter, then these all are having 3 non-zero values, so they are 3 significant figures. Second, all the zeros between two non-zeros, say 905 centimeter. So I say 905 centimeter has this 0 between two non-zeros, so there are 3 significant figures. In a same manner, if I want to write it in a meters, I can say that 90.5 meter. So this is, again, this 0 is between two non-zeros, it has 3 significant figures. So here it is clear, we can say that this is how we convert it as a significant figure. Sorry, this will be, the decimal point has some wrong displacement. I can say it is 9.05 meter. So 9.05 meter is 905 centimeter. So this is one place. Now third, this is first, all non-zeros, here second, that is zeros between two non-zeros. Now third, if the number is less than 1, like 0.00123 meter, this is my number. So here this is less than 1, so here this is less than 1. So if number is less than 1, then the zeros on the right of the decimal point, here these zeros on the right of the decimal point, so they are non-zero, they are non-significant figures. And here one more example with the term that I can take, that the terminal or trailing zeros, जैसे कि मैंने यहाँ पर बताया कि मैंने यहाँ पे लिख दिया 123 मीटर. नाउ मैं यही मीटर को सेंटीमीटर में कन्वर्ट करना चाहता हूँ, देन आई विल राइट इट 12300 सेंटीमीटर, और आई कैन कन्वर्ट इट इनटू मिलीमीटर, then I can say that 123,000 millimeter. So all these zeros which are explained here, that is these 3 zeros, these 2 zeros, are not significant figures because they are trailing and they are having no any other but the changes in the unit, and they are added due to the change of the unit, and therefore they are considered non-significant figure. But if I have number, say if I have a number in which I say that zeros are trailing, but if they are coming after decimal point like this, if I have 1 2 3.00, then I have 1 2 3 4 and 5, total 5 significant figures. So this is very important, and I can say here we can understand what is the meaning of significant figures. So here in general I will give you one test in which we will decide that what are the significant figures that we are given. Suppose I have given number 0.04530. Now I have to find out how many significant numbers are there. So we will follow our general knowledge. We will apply that this is decimal point, this 0 is right of the decimal point and before non-zero value, here the total digit is less than 1. So here we can say that these two zeros are not significant, but here there are total 5 digits after decimal point and these 3 zeros are after decimal point. So if they are after decimal point, I will have to calculate them in my calculation. So 1 2 3 4 and 5, I have 5 significant figure in this case. Another example that I can take, let's say 4.7 centimeter, that is equals to 0.047 meter. Sorry, again I have made mistake, that one more zero would be there. So I can say it that 0.047 meter. Now another way I can write it as 47000. So it will be in a term of micrometer. So this is say micrometer. Now I have the question that I have to find out significant figures. So as per our knowledge, any non-zero number is significant. So for this is two significant figures are there. Here again we will apply the same rule, that here these zeros are after decimal, this 0 is after decimal, this is before decimal, this number is less than 1. So these two are non-significant, and only these two number, that is 4 and 7, that is 4 and 7 is significant. Here 4 7, this is trailing value due to unit change, and therefore only two significant figures. So these are the explanation for the significant figures. But now whatever we have learned here has some confusion, because the significant figure has the very tiny problem with respect to the point of decimal, before decimal, after decimal, between zeros, between non-zeros, trailing zeros. So all this makes us confusing. So there is another method that is called scientific notation. So when we have scientific notation of it, we can have simple calculation for the term of significant figures. So how to get that scientific notation? So for that scientific notation, we can apply a simple rule, that any number is expressed as a power of 10 with a particular number. That is, suppose x into 10 to the power y. Now here it is necessary that this x belongs to 1 to 10. That means it is in between 1 to 10. ये जो x है वो 1 और 10 के बीच में ही होना चाहिए, और यहाँ पर ये जो y है वो कोई भी नंबर हो सकता है. It can be a positive, it can be a negative in the power of 10. So y can be any positive or negative value in power of 10. So this type of notation is called scientific notation. Now let us check how we can explain it or we can express it. So suppose I have given one number, that is, suppose 3.200 meter. This is one value that I am given, 3.200 meter. Now I want to convert it into centimeter. Then what I will do? For the scientific notation, I will write it 3.200 into 10 to the power 2 centimeter. So I have added centimeter into 10 to the power 2. So there is no need to convert and to add it over here. Another way, if I want to convert it into millimeter, I can say it as a 3.200 into 10 raised to 3 millimeter, like this. So whatever value is there, it can be converted into different unit without changing our original significant figures. अगर इसी को मुझे किलोमीटर में कन्वर्ट करना है, then also it is possible. What I can do? I can say that 3.200 into 10 to the power minus 3 kilometer. So by using this scientific notation, the problem of addition of 0 or the calculation of 0 is simplified. अब हमें यहाँ पर ये नहीं सोचना पड़ता कि ये जो नया 0 आएगा क्या उसको हमें कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा, क्या उसको नहीं करना पड़ेगा. हाँ, हम सीधा यूज़ करेंगे जो हमारा जनरल नॉलेज है वो, कि अगर आपका पॉइंट में डेसिमल है, आपकी नंबर में डेसिमल है. और हेलो फ्रेंड्स, नाउ वी विल लर्न दैट हाउ द रूल्स ऑफ significant figures are applicable for arithmetic operations. So how they are applicable to arithmetic operation, that we will see. So for arithmetic operations, how it works, let's check how it happens. So first of all, we can go simply with new term, that in multiplication or division, the final result should retain as many significant figures as are there in original number with the least significant figures. That means if we are going to have any operation of division or any operation of multiplication, then the result must have the significant numbers of the least number of significant figures in which the actual present value. इसको हम एग्जाम्पल से देखते हैं. सपोज I have to find out density. Now I know the equation of density, that density is equals to mass upon volume. Now suppose I am given mass as some value, that is 4.237 gram. I am taking example of textbook only. And suppose volume is given, that is 2.51 centimeter cube. See here, mass has 4 significant figures, 4, 2, 3 and 7, while volume has only 3 significant figures, that is 2, 5 and 1. So our answer will have only 3 significant figures are possible. That means if we are taking density as per as equation, we can have 4.237 over 2.51. 1. Now this is gram per centimeter cube, but when we are taking the answer, our answer will be like 1.69 gram per centimeter cube. Now it is very clear that here in volume we had only 3 significant figures that were present, so our ultimate answer will have 3 significant figures only. In the same manner, if I take another example for multiplication, say I want to find out the unit for light year. Now light year is what? That is unit for a distance. Now we have equation that velocity is distance upon time. So if I want distance as 1 light year, ly मीन्स होता है लाइट ईयर, ये लाइट ईयर क्या होगा? सो हम बताएंगे कि 1 लाइट ईयर मीन्स वी कैन टेक d इज इक्वल्स टू v इंटू टी. अब हम क्या करेंगे, v की जगह पर हम वैल्यू रखेंगे वेलोसिटी ऑफ लाइट, दैट इज़ वेरी वेल नॉन वैल्यू. वी विल टेक इट अप टू 3.00 into 10 to the power 8 मीटर पर सेकेंड. हम SI यूनिट को यहाँ पर फॉलो कर रहे हैं और हम यहाँ पर टाइम ले रहे हैं 1 ईयर. सो देर आर हाउ मेनी सेकेंड्स आर देयर इन 1 ईयर? वी कैन सिंपली से कि 1 ईयर में हम डेज लेंगे 365.15 डेज. हम कितने डेज कंसिडर कर रहे हैं? सॉरी, यू गेट 25. तो अल्टीमेटली कितने सेकंड्स हो जाएंगे? ये हो जाएगा 3.1557 into 10 to the power 7 second. Now I will take calculation. I can multiply it with the example. I can put it. If I am taking example for velocity and displacement, I can say the value for that will come like, here it will be, that is the multiplication. I will do that multiplication in my calculator. I will get the value 3.1557 into 3.00 is equals to, the actual answer will be like 9.4671 into 10 to the power 15 meter. So when we have to consider the value of 1 light year, it is in general consider as 9.47 into 10 to the power 15 meter. Now the question is same. Why we have considered that? Because I have the values here. The speed of light is having 3 significant figures, that is 3.00, and 1 year has total significant figures, that is 3.1557. that means 5 significant figures are there. but when we calculate it, we got the least value of the possible calculation value, and that is only 3 significant, as it is in the speed of light. So ultimately I take 3 significant figures in my answer and got this result as my distance. So if there is a multiplication or division, we can apply this way the arithmetic operations and significant figures. Now another example, that what we will do now for addition and subtraction. So rule number 2, for addition and subtraction, what we can do, addition and subtraction. Suppose I have 3 different quantities of mass that is given as A is equals to 435.32, B is equals to 228.2, and C is equals to say 0.301. Now in this example we can see that the number of significant figures, I am given this as a total, say distance in a meter. See carefully. So I have first length is 435.32 meter, second length is 232.2 meter, and third length is 0.301 meter. Now I want to join all these 3 objects. So how to calculate all these 3 things? We have already knowledge that we can put it like 435.32, then 228.2. Now I don't know what is after these 2. I don't have any information about that. Now I can put the third term as 0.301. Now in this case I don't have information about this point over here as well as here. So I have only certainty of 1 decimal point after this common 1 decimal, here 2 decimal, 2 point after decimal, here 1 point after decimal, and here 3 point after decimal. Now when I add all that values, what I will get, it is very clear. I will get like 1, then 2, then 3, 3, 6, 2, 8. So it will be like 0.821. Now what will be that? 8, 5, 13, 1 carry, 4 and 2, 6, and this is 6. So our answer will be like 663.821 meter. Now in this answer we cannot go up to 3 decimal point or 3 point after decimal, because in my calculation I have one certain value, that is B, in which I have only one figure after decimal. So here also I have to take care and have to consider only one figure after decimal, that will comes to be, that is 663.8 meter. So this will be my answer, and that is 663.8 meter will be my answer, because I have this value has only one point figure after decimal. So this is the method for addition. In a similar way, we can have subtraction, but having some different manner. For that I am going for textbook. In textbook I am given, that is 0.307 meter, and another value I am given 0.304 meter. Now I can subtract them. For subtraction, we can say that 7 minus 4 will be 3, 0, 0, 0. Here it is 0 and 0. So now in this case, actually the term has three significant figures over here, but in the resultant answer we have this value after decimal. Now again we will go to that practical value. This is less than 1. Yes, this is less than 1. Now if it is less than 1, then what will be the next step? That we will see that these zeros are after decimal point but before non-zero number. So we can say that these zeros 1, 2 and 3, all these three zeros are non-significant, so they can be omitted for our answer, and then we can convert it into like 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So this could be written as my answer, and here this is the answer of the question. So here I can put the term. Here I have used this term as a 3 into 10 raised to minus 3 because I have this value here. In the previous case it was not the value. In previous case the term is 663.8, and therefore we have not converted it into like 664, because here the value of this decimal point and the figures after decimal point are important. So here they have to be calculated, and therefore we have calculated and put it in the manner that is 663.8, but here it was not important, and therefore we have only kept 3 as a resultant answer. So this is another method in which we have calculated for addition or subtraction. We can say that in addition or subtraction, the final result should retain as many decimal places are there in the number with the least decimal places, and this is the example for that. Now let's check another term, that is a rounding off. Now how we consider rounding off? It is very well known rule. We all know it from 9th or 10th standard. Still it is given here, so we will repeat it. Now suppose we are given one value, say 2.746. Now in this value What is the question? Now we are asked that in a number 2.746, right now it is rounded off to total 4 significant figures, 2, 7, 4 and 6. That means total 4 significant figures. Now if it is said that we have to convert it into 3 significant figures, we are asked to convert it into 3 significant figures, then obviously we will have to drop this last number, say 6. So we have to drop it. But now when we drop it, we must see that last figure, that whether it is 5 or greater than 5 or it is less than 5. So what is interesting over here, if the value is greater than 5, then what will be the term? If the value is greater than 5, then when we drop that value, there will be one carry that will shift to the next term. So here in this case the value is 7, 4, 6. Now we have to drop this 6. So what will happen? One carry will go to the previous term. That means the new term for this question will be in a 3 decimal point up to 3 decimal in significant figures. If we convert it into 3 significant figures, it will be 2.75 as per as this value, because it is greater than 5. But in place of that, if this value would be 2.744, say here this would be your last figure, and you have to convert it again in 3 significant figures, then the answer would be like 2.74. Why it is so? Because it belongs to this rule in which we say that if this figure is less than 5, then there will be no carry to the next part, and we can say the part which is previous to that figure will remain as it is. So this is 2.74. But now another term that is interesting, that what if it is exactly 5 in that term? Say I have value, suppose 2.755 and I have value 2.765. Now what will be the term? That suppose I want to remove this 5 and convert it into up to 3 significant figures, then what will happen? Then if the number is exactly 5, or here we can say that the removed part is 5, then we have to see the previous figure, that is either it is odd, here 5 is odd number, or it is even number. So here this 6 is a even number. So now if we are having odd number, it will convert to next even number. See carefully. If it is odd number after any number, if we are removing this 5, then the previous number will converted into next even number. That means it will be converted into 2.76. But in the case if it is even, it remains as it is. So in that case this value will be exactly the same, that is 2.76. So this is the rules of rounding of that uncertain digits in physics.